Well, the race for U.S. Senate in Texas is heating up with four major challengers taking on four-term incumbent Republican John Cornyn. Now, two of those candidates are challenging Cornyn for the Republican nomination in the March 3rd primary. They include Houston area U.S. Congressman and former U.S. Army officer Wesley Hunt.
As part of our series on the candidates, State Capitol reporter Adam Schwager caught up with Hunt at a rally in the Woodlands. Here's what he had to say about his campaign and his vision for Texas.
Wesley Hunt is a man who loves his country.
Houston area Congressman Wesley Hunt says he's not your typical politician.
It's so good seeing y'all.
Former Apache helicopter pilot carries himself with the bravado of a West Point graduate.
You can attack me all you want. At the end of the day, I'm not getting shot at by a Russian-made Dishka fully automatic 50 caliber machine gun.
While also having the charisma to charm a room.
Like, I went from Trump Force One, like Trump's amazing palatial plane, eating McDonald's and Cane's chicken fingers, to Soul Plane, to Spirit Airlines.
While Hunt officially entered the race in early October, advertisements supporting the congressman started playing outside his home district this spring.
I said, oh, honey, that's just John Cornyn talking trash about me.
Hunt says his main drive for running is preventing a fifth term for 73-year-old incumbent John Cornyn.
If I've said this once, I've said this 1,000 times. The United States Senate is not a retirement community.
Hunt said the final factor to enter the race was concerns over the electability of the other major Republican challenger, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
We all know that the Attorney General has done a very good job here as the Attorney General here in Texas. He's a fighter. Look, I am somebody that's proven that I can win the primary, and also I am already outperforming both of these gentlemen in the general election, and everybody knows it.
Oh, he could absolutely have been here.
Throughout Hunt's campaign, Cornyn's team has attacked him on a variety of issues, chief among them his attendance record in Congress. According to the National Review, Hunt missed 18.7% of his votes from the time he took office in 2023 through this September, while the median member of Congress misses 2%. Hunt says those votes were missed for good reasons.
My child was in the NICU for a while when he was first born, when I first got elected to Congress. Also, I served as President Trump as one of his top surrogates while he was campaigning for this last election. And so when the president calls you and says, I need you to fly with me, the answer is, of course, Mr. President, I'll see you there.
Cornyn's team has also started calling the congressman woke Wesley Hunt. They say a Daily Caller article criticizing him for serving on the board of his alma mater, St. John's School in Houston, at the same time the school implemented diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. However, if you ask Hunt if being the first black senator from Texas would mean anything to him...
Well, there's actually also never been an Apache pilot to serve in these roles. There's also never been a West Point grad. There's also never been somebody that has the lineage of my family of 60 years worth of military service. And look, I am a black man that's currently elected in a white majority district that President Trump would have won by 20 points. The color of my skin is completely irrelevant.
And while Hunt is in Congress and on the campaign trail, he says his free time is dedicated to his children, and he's looking forward to spending this holiday season with them.
And when they wake up and they come downstairs and they see those gifts around the Christmas tree, there is nothing more gratifying to a parent to see those young people that are celebrating the birth of Christ living in America and living in a place where we have the freedoms to make our own decisions and make our own choices.
Hunt will be on the ballot this March. From the Woodlands, I'm Adam Schwager.
And in a statement after the interview, Hunt pushed back on his time on the St. John's board, saying in part, quote, "Here are the facts. In the wake of George Floyd's death, the then president of the board advanced a series of policies that I believed were fundamentally misguided. I spoke up unapologetically and unequivocally, and because I refused to compromise my values or stay silent, my time on the board was cut short." Now, we